Hi guys, 18dap here and welcome to this match preview. It's Doncaster Rovers versus Crewe Alexandra this Saturday at the Crewe Stadium. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this match preview, Doncaster Rovers versus Crewe Alexandra. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome back, thank you for returning. If you're new to the channel, please click that subscribe button. If you are new, this is the format that we go through match previews. We'll look at the previous meetings between the two clubs, we'll look at the current form for both teams. I pick a Rovers player to focus on, a quick once over on him, and then we have a quick look at the opponent, and I give my opinion on the player to watch for Crewe Alexandra in this case. And then me and the family have got predictions league table. It's not looking very good for me, but stay tuned to see why. And then I give my score prediction for the game at the very end. So let's get on to previous meetings. Donny and Crewe have faced off a total of 100 times. Rovers coming out on top the most, 42 occasions. Crewe coming out on top on 33 occasions, and we've shared the spoils 25 times. Looking at the previous 5 meetings between the two clubs, we have to go back as far as 2015 in League One, and it was a win for the Rovers at the Crewe Stadium. And then the 15-16 season in League One again, it was as even as you're going to get. 3-2 win at home for the Rovers, and then a 3-1 defeat in Crewe. And then the 16-17 season down in League Two, again as even as you're going to get, an away defeat 2-1, and then a 3-1 win at home. So fairly even over kind of recent history. Rovers just edging it slightly. On to current form. Donny looking very, very good, especially midweek, but over the last 5, 3 wins, 2 defeats. And for Crewe, also looking fairly handy, 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 defeat, so slightly better form coming into this game. Crewe, they've had a very solid start to their league campaign after promotion from League Two. They were top when the curtailment of the League Two season happened, and then they finished in second on a points per game average as it was decided. But that promotion was secured, and they've made, like as I say, they've made a solid start to the campaign this year. But they do come into this game off of the back of a draw with struggling Blackpool, currently at the bottom of the table, and then a defeat midweek to Sunderland 1-0. Looking at the last 2 games for Crewe, both Blackpool and Sunderland absolutely peppered them with shots, but only managed to score 1 goal each. So for me, that shows either a very resolute Crewe defence that we're going to have to work very, very hard to break down, or with Blackpool and Sunderland just not clinical enough. I think I'd go with a resolute Crewe defence. The setup very well, very compact, and I think we'll get to see that on Saturday as well. Moving on to the Rovers, a superb midweek win against formerly unbeaten Ipswich Town, and we smashed them 4-1. A statement win, a statement performance, and if people in the mainstream media aren't looking at Rovers as a potential for top 6 now, I don't know what we need to do to make them look at us in that way. We've been kind of pegged as the underdog or the dark horse, but for me that performance Tuesday night showed what we are capable of as a squad. Very, very enjoyable to watch. We looked relentless, we looked ruthless, and Darren Moore's built a squad and assembled a squad that is extremely capable. Every player on Tuesday outplayed the opponent. They won their individual battles, and Ipswich just couldn't cope with that pace or press. So if Crewe have got that resolute defence, hopefully the pace and the press puts them under enough pressure that would break them, and we could come away with the 3 points in my opinion. Moving on to the player focus, the man of the match midweek, Josh Sims is the one that we're looking at this week. He's on loan from Southampton, and for me, he is like having a cheat code at this level. A fantastic player, his pace is unreal, his ability is there to see. You can see that his leagues above the level that he's playing at for us. and I feel lucky that Darren Moore's got the pulling power to bring him in. 1.5 games so far, and I think he's been involved with 4 of the 5 goals. So it just shows this guy can be instrumental in our season. It's only a short-term loan. He's only here until January. Hopefully we can extend that and see Josh Sims in a Rovers shirt until the end of the season, and he could be that piece that pushes us into the top 6, possibly even higher. Excellent player. Thoroughly enjoyed watching his performance on Tuesday night, and thoroughly deserved the Man of the Match award that he received. So yeah, Josh Sims, fantastic. Moving on to the opponent, Crewe Alexandra. They were founded in 1877, managed by David Artell, winner of Manager of the Year League 2 last season. Crewe, the first managerial appointment for him, and he's doing very, very well. Promotion last season, and he's got them working well this season with a solid start. Looking back at the honours, Crewe have won the EFL Trophy in 2013, and they're pretty decent on promotions as well. Promotions from League 2 in 2012, and then the 1920 season, and promotion from League 1 or Division 2 as it was then in 1997 and 2002-03 seasons. So they'll be looking, I think the expectation will be a solid mid-table finish this season, and hopefully pushing on next season after the promotion. The one to watch for me for Crewe this Saturday is Mikel Mandron, Crewe's top scorer with 5 goals. Big centre forward. He's going to cause Anderson and Wright potentially a lot of trouble, but having said that, a big centre forward is what Anderson and Wright like to come up against. They're not too keen on the tricky, pacey players, but I think they should be able to cope with Mandron fairly well. It's just making sure that the deliveries aren't in from the wings, and if we stop that delivery, if we stop that service, I think we can keep Mandron under wraps on Saturday. But a very good striker, puts himself about a bit. As I say, big, strong centre forward, and I think Anderson and Wright will relish that. But the one to watch out for me this Saturday, Mandron, Crewe's top scorer. And that brings me on to the Predictions League table. So if you are new, the way that we work it, if we get the result spot on, the scoreline right, we get 3 points. If we get the result or the game outcome right but not the scoreline, we get 1 point. If we get it completely wrong, we get no points. Tuesday night I went with a draw, my dad went with a draw, Chris and Max went with 2-1 wins for the Rovers. Finished 4-1, so they get the 1 point, and Chris, starting to open up a gap, is at the top on 6 points. Max and Dad, solid mid-table on 4 points. And there's me, right at the bottom, holding everybody up, still on 1 point. Not having a very good season with the predictions, but I'm trying to predict with my head and not my heart, and the Rovers are proving me wrong, and I'll happily take that every day of the week. If I'm predicting defeats and draws and we're winning, happy days, but it doesn't look so good on the predictions table. So hopefully this prediction will kind of claw me something back, and the optimism and the expectation is starting to rise. I think it's going to be a tough game. As I said earlier on, I think Crewe set up very compact, and I think they'll make it difficult for us to play, unlike Ipswich, who came at us and kind of gave us that space to play. I think it'd be a very different game against Crewe, but I do think we are strong enough to get the 3 points. As long as we break them down, I reckon we will win 3-1. Hopefully it's not a curse and we end up drawing or losing. If we do, my predictions for the rest of the season will be draws or defeats. But this Saturday I am going with a 3-1 win to the Rovers. And that's where I'm going to leave this video. If you've enjoyed it, please stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. Comment in the section down below, let me know your thoughts on this game. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.